I am endowed with power.
Riders of Slaanesh! Soul Riders!
Disband! Uncouple!
Hell Scourges!
Most exalted.
Hell Scourges! Seal to our steeds! Whips!
I shall embrace you all, and gift you utter agony. I concur. Locomotion!
Host Riders!
Guided by hunger!
Hell Scourge! Finding fresh souls!
Great Horned One!
To the next victory!
All for the Prince!
Whips! Hell Scourges!
Fueled by pain!
The pangs of suffering! On the hunt! Fear our speed!
Hell Scourge! Seeking Slaanesh's embrace! Slay them!
Feaster of pain. Exquisite pain.
Endless craving.
Exalted Keeper of Secrets.
On the hunt!
Finding fresh souls!
This way.
Riders!
Hell Scourges! Drinking pain!
To the next victory!
We flee!
Pain is on him. How delightful! Adults of pain.
Closer. Closer. Bring me to them. Stride on. Locomotion. This way. Fluid grace.
Guided by hunger, driven by pain.
Your secrets spill.
Supple servants of Slaanesh.
Driven by pain.
I am irresistible. Have fought and kill. Closer, closer, stride on. The Prince of Pleasure's caress. Divine magics.
Hell Scourge! Toast Riders! Seeking Slaanesh's embrace. Finding fresh souls. On the hunt. To the next victory! Guided by hunger. Driven by pain. Drinking pain!
One troop!
Death through sensation. Flow like wine. There, we flit.
To safety!
Most exalted.
Hell scourges! Finding fresh souls. On the hunt! Slay them!
Flay their minds!
Ravage.
Hell Striders of Slaanesh!
The bringer of temptation.
We flee!
Wow. Yes!
Bring us souls! Guided by hunger!
Exalted Keeper of Secrets. Walking. I'll make them squeal.
Seekers! Bend to our will!
On the hunt! Finding fresh souls!
I am irresistible.
The debauched ones! Unlike
Seeking Slaanesh's embrace! Driven by pain!
Rack them with agony.
Pulse Riders! Guided by hunger! To the next victory!
Darkling majesty.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Seekers of Slaanesh! Seek, sit. There we flit. We go!
At once!
Bringers of joyous degradation! Pain is a gift!
You have the foe's victory point.
Beautiful!
Most exalted. Yes! Locomotion! This way! Our dance continues! With pleasure! Moving! Fluid grace! Exquisite pain! Bring me to them!
The Eternal Hunters!
Sealed to our steeds! On the hunt! Finding fresh souls!
Seekers of Slaanesh! Move with grace. There we flit! A flurry of talons. On litherest leg.
Exalted Keeper of Secrets. Sensation gives me a strength.
Seekers!
Seeking Slaanesh's embrace!
Decadent seekers! Surging on. A dance of pain. Yes! 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 Yes!
Woeful tidings.
Demonette of Slaanesh! There we flit. Maim. Kill. A flurry of talents. Beautiful pain.
Marauders of Slaanesh! The pact requires it.
Seekers of Slaanesh! Flow like wine. Bring us of joyous degradation. Seekers. Seekers! Heart seekers! Ah! Yes! Yes!
I am irresistible. Have fought and kill!
Heart seekers of Slaanesh! Torture's sweet kiss! Seeking sin! Rend!
Most exalted.
Sin and depravity! A dance of pain. Rent. Seekers of Slaanesh. Sweet depravity. Supple servants of Slaanesh. There. Yes. Yes! Surging on, a flurry of talents. There.
You have the foe's victory point.
Seek sin. Agonizing death.
I agree. This way.
The pangs of suffering! Hell's Gouge! We must!
Summon the lash.
Flanks flesh!
One of your units.
The base one. Indirectly.
Endless suffering. Slaanesh! A dance of pain.
Yes!
Death through sensation!
One of your units has been destroyed.
Marauders! Stop!
Retreating!
I knew it. Unending glory is yours.
Fuck yeah. After all that time. After all that time working on that build over and over and over again, trying to figure out how to deal with Nurgle's big units. Admittedly, he didn't have the critical mass that I'm used to seeing from Nurgle. They usually have way more Plague Toads. And usually a third Beast of Nurgle. Maybe more Plague Drones than Rot Flies, but that was something. That was definitely results. And the Keeper of Secrets did his job. Although he didn't take Kugath, so he couldn't just sit on one point and have that guaranteed secured for a while. So maybe not the optimal build from Nurgle, but that definitely felt like the army was doing what it was meant to do. I killed his lord. I didn't lose my own lord. I felt like I could move in and out of that fight with very little commitment. I was, however, taking too much damage in terms of the points. That was when I realized I had put myself so far behind I needed a triple cap. The question about that is did I need to put myself that? Like, was I taking engagements well enough that it didn't matter? Like, was that a good use? It's like, well, we fell behind in points, yeah, but we won. It's like, did we need to make it that close? That's the real question. The Chaos Spawn were definitely a good improvement to add in. I don't see why not. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. Nurgle wants to stay on the point. Look at all these Nurglings. Look at all these Plague Bears. And I'm just like, and anti-infantry. Like, monstrous anti-infantry. Doesn't matter. Yeah, he didn't get much value as gold, but he killed tons of chaff. Those things lasted forever. The one sat on there for half health forever. Just sitting there, I'm holding the point, and they have a lot of capping power. They're perfect against Nurgle. Heart Seekers, still my lovely ladies doing their job. Seekers, you're not doing as great as your Heart Seekers, but you guys definitely know how to flaunt your stuff. Didn't need to use the Furies, because I just didn't feel the need at any point. They were an option. I could have upped the stats on other things, but he could have used his Rot Flies in a way that were dangerous. I just didn't fear them at all. This right here, just like, oh, Pox Riders. I didn't realize he took Pox Riders. See, they have the same symbol. CA, that's a problem. You gave them the same symbol. This is why I don't understand why we didn't keep, like, this is alright. This tells me between, like, a Hellstrider. See, this is a Hellstrider. And this is a Hell Scourge. This is a Hellstrider with Hell Scourges. This tells me that this is a Seeker. Alright? However, this tells me that's a Heart Seeker, and the problem is there's no difference between that. It's not... If there is any difference, it's not distinctive enough. I don't know why we didn't keep, like, Sword Infantry have Sword symbol, like melee infantry that are not meant to stick it out in a fight have sword symbols. Like, these are anti-infantry marauders with brown shields. And then these are Chaos Furies, is the same symbol as the Harpies, that's fine. You have Seekers of Slaanesh. Well, once again, a good symbol. Heartseekers needs to be different. Chaos Spawn, I can instantly recognize that not as Spawn, but as Monstrous Infantry. That could be a Troll, that could be Spawn, that's fine. They all kind of serve a decent purpose that you don't need to react that quickly to see them. This is Plague Toads of Nurgle, which is the only quick unit for Nurgle besides flying units, and these are Pox Riders of Nurgle. I didn't know at any point that these were Pox Riders of Nurgle. That's a problem. I saw frogs, and that's it. See, once again, like, sword infantry. These don't need to be ace. These don't need to be clubs. In the same way that demonettes don't need to be claws. I don't... Yeah, maybe, okay, maybe I'm wrong on that one. This one is in particular. It just looks like a generic mace, which then you look at, like, say, this, and then compare it with the ogre one, where it's 2 maces, or 1 mace. It gets a little hairy to tell whether it's a plague bearer or an ogre. I get it looking at the unit. The whole point of the unit reference cards like that, like these little symbols, so you don't have to actually look at the unit to see what you're fighting up against, or you're going into, or what your ally is using. Overall, though, that was a really fun match. I gotta admit, as soon as I saw the points going up for him, I was like, wow, I actually have to triple cap. I sat there, I have to triple cap or I lose. I need to stop putting myself in that situation. I take good engagements, but then it doesn't matter. I need to stop putting myself at that. I don't really know. Is it 5 points per point when you're capping? Because I've always moused over it and it says +5. I definitely was able to hold down the points a lot better with the Slaanesh Fiend and Chaos Spawn. Because when you it's enough to be able to win an engagement, or it isn't enough to win an engagement when you're on a point like that. It is to kill that unit quickly or be able to outweigh its capping power while you're winning. And that's what the Slaanesh Fiends provided. That's what the Chaos Spawn provided. I could take engagement after engagement that was really solid, which I'm surprised the Keeper of Secrets. I meant to give him a spell like Acquiescence or Pavane of Slaanesh to deal with the large units. Just, you know, Acquiescence would just help overall in the fights. It could have helped in that big mosh pit in the center, for example. And then Pavane of Slaanesh, but I didn't take any spells because I was waiting to see what faction he took, and then by the time he took what faction he took, I adjusted my build and I forgot all about that I hadn't assigned him any spells. That was fantastic, though. The Flurry of Blows still seems to do its damage, like do really good. I almost wonder if you should pop it early, so you can get into the later stages sooner, because he doesn't need to be in combat for it to trigger the later stages, and the second and third stages are the only ones I care about. The first stage is like, he's a little bit more doing it. The second one, it's like, and now he punches a hole through you. And then the third one is like, I'm pretty sure he's screwing that hole through you, since he's an Exalted Keeper of Secrets. Really solid fight. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. It's kind of a live playthrough of it, and you got to see how much I was focusing, I suppose. I am using debug camera, which it's legal in tournaments, so it's fine by me. And with playing Slaanesh, I figured I could use all the help I could get with all the micro plays. This is the faction I'm focusing on. This is the faction I want to keep playing. I'm not going to ditch this faction just because it's bad at the moment. It seems bad, or it's not working correctly. I'm going to keep at this until it works.